You're accomplishing everything that you set out to accomplish. This message is the collective energy of this reading for today, and we were talking about success. We're talking about what it means to define success. What is success to you? And we really need to dig deep to understand the differences. For some people, it's not going to be just financial. You may have always had financial security. You may have always had resources available to you. What you may have been lacking is the emotional support. Maybe you lack the skills to make connections with other individuals because you didn't have that available to you when you were growing up. I'm getting from a lot of you that success is defined for you as feeling complete, as feeling fulfilled, as feeling as though life has purpose, that life has meaning. And that may come through in a lot of different ways. For some of you, this is going to feel as though you are able to maintain a healthy romantic connection, that you didn't learn what that's like until you got much older. And now, working through your healing process, you understand that for you, you'll feel like you're healed when you finally are able to get into a relationship and maintain a relationship with these healthy boundaries intact. For some of you, this is more about feeling accomplished. This is about making your goals and dreams come to full fruition, and doing so whether you have a lot of external support or whether you have worked very hard to come up with the confidence and the self esteem in order to make this happen, have been working on these issues, and recognize that when you are able to celebrate yourself, when you're able to accomplish those goals and say, I did it. I did this. This is me. That's going to feel like success. Because maybe you were told that you'd never amount to anything. Maybe you told that you weren't going to be able to follow through with all of these dreams that you had, that you were never going to actually accomplish the things that you set out to accomplish, that the things that you wanted weren't valid to somebody, that they weren't good enough, or that they were too beyond what they thought you were capable of. So success to you is about defining for yourself what it is that you've been working on healing and what it is that you need to continue to work through. And when you finally accept that you are successful at every stage in the process, that's when you know. That's when you know you're healing. I just pulled two of these and they go so beautifully together. We're not only trusting the great mystery, but we're also taking that leap of faith without knowing and understanding what's next, without having a solid concrete plan. You just seem to know and feel that there's something more beyond this. You've decided that it's time for you to take steps into your future. You have a hunch, a nudge, there's an intuition, there's a gut feeling, there's some kind of feeling that you need to do something. You're starting to get an idea of what it is that you do need to do. There's no laid out plan here. There's no point A to point B to point C to the final destination kind of a thing that you're this itinerary doesn't exist. But yet you feel very strongly that this is what you're meant to do, and you know that it feels like this is the path that you're supposed to be on. You have to trust this because there's so much more beyond what we can see. A lot of these lessons were determined before we came to this life that we needed to experience in order to feel fulfilled, in order for us to reach that point where we would actually feel as though we were obtaining the information needed to elevate our souls to become the wiser ancient beings that someday we will be. Someday we will all be guides for other younger souls that are on here, this experiencing life on this planet. And there's certain things that you felt like you needed to experience and you needed to learn in this physical realm in order for you to be able to reach that next level. So part of you asked for this. At some point you said, I want to be able to enjoy not knowing all of the answers all of the time. I want to be able to experience that mystery and that joy of when I do hit those marks, what it feels like, knowing that you didn't know and you got there anyway. You didn't have a map, you didn't have a compass, and you still found your way to where you wanted to be. What an incredible accomplishment that is. What a beautiful experience it is to just kind of be here and be present and trust that things are going to work out the way that you always intended them to, that you always needed them to. You have that within you. And we all have that as our birthright. So it's time now for you to just take that leap. Trust the messages here. Trust that there's something beyond what you're thinking, what you're feeling is absolutely valid, and that's all you need to go forward. We have Genesis here. This would be known as the Fool in the tarot. There is a beginning sense here. There is a feeling the potential of an opportunity, feeling that you're just beginning on this beautiful journey, and there's so much in the process of creation. There's a lot to be present for. There's a lot of details that feel really, they're rich. You see just the little flower buds, and you see the sprouts coming from the earth in everything that you touch. You're starting to experience a sense of wonder and joy in watching this unfold. It's not just the end result that you're looking forward to. You're really starting to recognize that it's the journey, it's the process of all of this taking place, of creation. There's a miracle here. There's this absolutely wonderful, beautiful natural process that unfolds when we give ourselves the opportunity to start again, to begin again, to experience everything that life has to offer, to recognize that the beginning point is an exciting adventure, that there is an adventure here for you to uncover, that you are meant to share your light with so many others and to share this experience. I'm getting blogging, I'm getting, whether it's your TikTok, however it is that you share your journey, I'm getting that there's a lot about this journey that you should be sharing with others. Because while it is a genesis for you in this moment, it is not your first genesis. You have actually had many experiences, and this is when you really feel so connected to it and so deeply appreciative and grateful for this opportunity to step back into the cycle again. This is not something that is to be taken lightly. You have this beautiful opportunity to share and grow with others, and it's going to be amazing to watch. Thank you so much for joining with me today. Many blessings upon your journey.